Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is from this fabric we're going to take off. This was 2.5 yards. I bought this as for making a dress for myself, and I've not really got around to making it for myself. I'm not going to make it overly flary, so this is going to be, the width of this is 60 inches wide, and we're going to do the bottom of the dress from this. It's going to be, as I measured earlier on, we want this 14 inches and then a couple of inches for the seaming allowance. So measuring this 16 inches, I'm just going to take this away.
I'm too also after I tune on.
Okay, so this is going to be the bottom portion of the skirt. Now the other thing that we're going to cut from this is Naya, will you get your head out of the way, please? No, get your head out of the way. Head out of the way, it's in the camera. Now generally I would actually cut the adults first, and then the pieces that I get left over I would cut the child's. In this case I haven't got around to making my own, and I'm going to leave that for later on. So I'm going to make Inaya's first. Okay, so I can find our chalk. Naya, please, can you just stand and watch? Now this was going to be, the jacket portion of this is going to be going to do this 10 inches. Okay, 10 inches length and 6 inches wide, and we're going to cut this in the depth of the neckline was, this is going to be approximately 2 inches. So if we're just squaring this off, and 2 inches go 2 inches either side, so 2 inches across and 2 inches down, and we're going to mark this, and then from here we're going to round this off and blend this in with the 2 inches, and here we're going to leave 3 inches on the shoulder, and take that as the armhole. Okay, so I'm going to cut this and then go back to explaining exactly what I've done. So what we have is, that's going to be like the jacket, and part of that is going to be, we're going to have the shoulder straps that are going to be attached to this, and this is going to be laced, and so okay, let's go back to giving you some dimensions. So it's the length of this piece is 10 inches, and acrosswise it's 7 inches. So we've got a 7 inch by 10 inch square piece, and then what we've done is 3 inches from the top. I've angled it 2 inches across and 3 inches in length, and I've taken that off for the neckline. I've just taken off like an angle piece. From here again 3 inches in length, 2 inches across, and I've curved that for the shoulder area. Here what we have is 2, 4, 6, 6.5 inches, about 6 inches, and that then I've rounded off and taken off like 2 inches squared from here, and then just marginally just evened it out and sort of rounded it off into this shape. So that is for the main part. So what we're going to have is, this is going to be the skirt part, where it's going to have the pleating, and this is going to be like a jacket portion, and then on inside of this we're going to have the plain. So as far as we're concerned, well, we've got to cut the back of the jacket for this as well, so we'll cut the back as well and then get rid of our print. Okay, so for the top portion, we can use our template of this. So if we use a template, what we can work out from that is, this is folded in half, and we're going to place the jacket piece. Now this has a rounded cut, but for the back of the dress we're not going to have the rounded cut, but we are going to have the armhole, and also the neck is going to be slightly deep because it is going to be like a summer outfit. Now we can do away with our print. So we have the back of the dress, and we have two portions for the jacket part, and we have the skirt. Now going on to cutting the plain, what we're going to do is we want to now on the back we're not going to attach anything. Well, actually, you know what, it's cold here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, if we do it in double, it'll save us adding, it's a lot easier to sew it in double than it is in single. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut exactly the same. Now if I'm making this for like a hot country, then I would prefer to do it single, and I would line this. But here it's quite cold, so what we're going to do is we're going to line this so that it's all doubled up. So that's the lining for the back part. Now we're going to create a lining for the front jacket portions. Now in addition to this, we need the piece that's going to go so you have the jacket that's going to be attached like this, but then you need a piece that's going to go just on the underside of this, so that we want just a little bit longer. Neck wise we want it exactly the same. We're going to put the lace around this, and we're going to hopefully finish and have the elasticated band for the shoulder. So what I'm going to do now is now I'm not going to cut this to size. This is just on the cross. I'm going to elasticate it and going to see exactly how much of elastic is going to, normally it's double the size, so if the total is 8 inches I would want it 16 inches, so 18 8 is what I want it ready, so preferably about 16 inches. I will cut it to size, save us messing around later. So this is going to be elasticated on both the sides so that it's used for the top belted area. And then the only other thing that we require is some little crop pants, which we're going to make.